uterus. Here there can be external ballotment and internal ballotment. And in external ballotment, if the fetus is very smaller than the volume of amniotic fluid, we can do the external ballotment. However, it is difficult in case of obese person, and it is best elicited in breech presentation around 20 weeks. Generally, we do not do this, but you have to know that there is something as external ballotment and internal ballotment. Externally, we put the both hands on side of the uterus, and with one hand we tap and we try to fill with other hand. And in internal ballotment, we put our fingers in the cervix and we push the cervix and we feel the fetus going away and then again tapping. That is the internal ballotment. Generally we do not do this. You just have to know. So that was about palpation. Next, auscultation. It is very important and it is the most diagnostic sign of pregnancy, as we can hear the fetal heart sound. So it is heard by stethoscope between 18 to 20 weeks, and by ultrasound Doppler by 10 weeks. The fetal heart rate varies from 110 to 160 beats per minute. Less than 110 is bradycardia, more than 160 is fetal tachycardia. However, the fetal heart sound, fetal heart sound is heard like a ticking clock, tick, 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 tick. However, it can be confused with two other sounds, that is fetal shuffle, which corresponds with the fetal heart sound, and it is like a hissing sound, like that is the fetal shuffle. It corresponds to fetal sound, and it is due to the turbulent blood flow to the umbilical vessels, and we can also get confused. Fetal heart sound can also be confused with uterine shuffle. It is because of the uterine shuffle is also like a hissing sound, and it corresponds to maternal pulse. So these are two confusing sounds: uterine shuffle and fetal shuffle. Okay. So if you do vaginal examination in second trimester, the bluish discoloration will be there, and internal ballotment can be appreciated between 16 to 28 weeks of pregnancy. If you do the ultrasound in second trimester ultrasound is known as the anomaly scan. It is done in around 18 to 23 weeks. A very important scan because we see for the all congenital, any gross congenital anomalies are ruled out in this second trimester scan. And we also check for the fetal viability, and we also see for the fetal heart rate is present or not. Okay. So now coming to the third trimester of pregnancy, with the advancement of pregnancy, the amenorrhea becomes persistent. There is further enlargement of the uterus or abdomen, and as the pregnancy advances, with the engagement of the fetal head, there is something known as lightening. Okay. So in this examination, after 36 weeks, what happens in the 37 weeks or 38 weeks or 39 weeks? What happens? After 36 weeks, the fetus comes down, the head comes down for engagement, for the preparation to go under labor. So after 36 weeks, this 32 weeks also corresponds to 40 weeks. Or after 36 weeks, we say term size if the flanks are full. There is no term as 38 weeks. Okay, there is no term as 38 weeks. We say after 36 weeks, we either say the uterus is term size, or if it is at the level of the 32 weeks, if the head is not engaged, it is 32 weeks. If the head is engaged, we call it as a 40 weeks. So this you have to know. Clear? And after the engagement of the head, the mother feels a bit lighter, the baby feels lighter, and that is known as lightening. Okay. And as I have told, in third trimester of pregnancy, with the enlargement of uterus, the frequency of maturation increases, and as the baby becomes more bigger, the fetal movements become more pronounced. Coming to the signs, the cutaneous changes becomes more visible. There is increase in pigmentation and striae. The uterine shape becomes more cylindrical or spherical beyond the 36 weeks. The umbilicus becomes inverted, and the fundal height corresponds to the gestational age. And we can also measure the symphysis fundal height. Symphysis fundal height is measured in centimeters and abdominal growth is measured in inches. And those are corresponding to the gestational age by plus minus 2 centimeter or 2 weeks, 2 inches. Also, the breast tonics on palpation, breast tonics contraction can be evident. The fetal movements can be easily felt, and we have to see for we do the obstetric grips in third trimester of pregnancy. We do the fundal grip, we do the first right and left lateral grip, we do the first pelvic grip, and we see the do the pollex grip. Okay, we do all these grips and see for the lie attitude of the patient, whether it is longitudinal lie or transverse lie, whether the presentation is cephalic or breech. We do appreciate all these findings by doing the obstetric grips. And after doing the obstetric grips, next we do is we auscultate the fetal heart sound. Fetal heart sound is heard in the spino-umbilical line, around the spino-umbilical line through the fetal bag. Okay. However, FSGs may be very difficult to be appreciated if the mother is very obese, in case of polyhydramnios, if the baby has occipito-posterior position, and in case of intrauterine fetal death. And if you do the ultrasonography, the third trimester scan is known as the fetal biometry scan. Here we see for the gestational age, we see the biparietal diameter, head circumference, abdominal circumference, or female length. And we see for the whether baby is growing well or not. We see the how many fetuses are there, what is the presentation, whether the amniotic fluid is adequate or not. What we see the placental localization, whether it is mature or not. Okay, all these findings we see for the third trimester scan. And the first trimester scan, dating scan, second trimester scan is anomaly scan, and third trimester scan is the growth scan. Here in first trimester scan, plus minus 2 weeks error is appreciable. In second trimester, plus minus 2 weeks. In first trimester, plus minus 1 week. In second trimester, plus minus 2 weeks. And in third trimester, plus minus 3 weeks is appreciable. If it is more than that, if it is more than, if in first trimester, if the the date and scan does not correspond, that if it is more than 1 week disparity is there, it means that the date is not equals to scan, and in that case we calculate the LMP by scan. Okay, so it is very important to correspond the gestational age and the scan. Okay, whether we have to check whether the gestational age is corresponding to the scan or not, to rely on the LMP that the patient has said. So coming to the differential diagnosis, the pregnancy, we have to rule out distended bladder. And how do you rule out? If we cannot feel some fetal parts. If you do the there is some mass in the abdomen, and the patient is saying she is pregnant, but we cannot neither hear the fetus nor we can feel the fetal parts. You just put catheter, and then if there is urine, it confirms the distended bladder. And how do you differentiate uterine fibrosis from pregnancy? In case of uterine fibrosis, there is no amenorrhea. The patient may be having mass in abdomen, pain abdomen, or menorrhagia. So these are the symptoms of fibroid, and it can be differentiated by doing ultrasonography. Next, differential diagnosis of pregnancy is the ovarian cyst. Also in ovarian cyst, there is no amenorrhea and no fetal parts palpable, and it can be differentiated by doing ultrasound. Another interesting term is known as pseudocyesis. It is a psychological disorder in which the patient has false perception of pregnancy. She desires pregnancy so much that despite of there is no pregnancy, she feels that she is pregnant. That is pseudocyesis. For this, psychiatric consultation is needed. So this was all about diagnosis of pregnancy. Do you have any questions? Are we clear about diagnosis of first, second, and third trimester of pregnancy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions? Anyone has any questions? It is very important, okay? It is very well given in your book. So everyone has to go through this. Everyone must know how do you diagnose the first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester of pregnancy. What are the symptoms? What are the signs, and how do you diagnose the pregnancy? Okay, so this chapter is very, very, very much important. It will be asked to you in your theory. It will be asked to you in your OSCE. Okay, in table viva, all. So this is a very important chapter and very basic important chapter. So you have to learn it very well. Clear? Any
Yes, ma'am.
questions?
No, ma'am.
So if not, then I shall take a leave now. And Sachin, please send me the attendance and I shall send
Okay,
you
ma'am.
the, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Happy Thursday, ma'am.
Thank you. Happy birthday to you all. Stay safe.
Thank you.